Are you looking for the best chandelier for a living room? Well, we've got this one right here. I'm gonna show you this entire thing, and we're gonna get some electricity to this thing so we can see exactly how this thing looks. First, let me go ahead and grab that Mike Vance knife right there so we can open this bad boy on up. And if you guys find this video helpful, definitely appreciate you guys helping me out with that right down over there. All right, opening this on up. Let's see what we got on the inside here. So it seems like there's gonna be, a little bit that you may have to put together here. I like how they put this piece of cardboard right where you cut. That way you don't accidentally cut anything on the inside there. This right here is gonna be all of the, hang on, you have all your rods right here. And these are all of the arms that hold up each chandelier lamp. Put those over to the side here. And then this right here is all of your shades for the chandelier. You got these here. And then you got to pick up your foam here. You got a few more. Hold on, you got your, this is going to be your mount right here. We'll get into that. More of your mount and all your wiring. And then you have the last of the lampshades right there. Go ahead and drop that on down. We don't need any of this anymore. Let's see what we got in here. So the first thing that I noticed is that we do have your instructions right here. It's just a simple one-pager, just like that. Seems to be very simple, so we should be able to follow that along nicely. They do give you a wrench right here. You're looking at a 14mm wrench. And then they give you your bolts and wire nuts that you're going to use. By the way, this company did send this to me so I could show this off to you guys. So thank you to them for partnering with me on this. Let's see. Let's take out one of these lampshades right here. They do come all nice and bagged up so that they don't get messed up in shipping. This is a like rattan style. Let me get that. Got my scissors right here. That'll probably make it a little bit easier to get this thing unwrapped. All the way around, just like that. La-da-da-da-da. Kind of bunch it all up, and then you can cut it all at once. Just make sure that you don't cut the actual shade. That would not be good. There we go. So that right there is what your shade looks like. Looks very, very nice. You got the metal piece on the inside right there. Obviously your light bulb is going to fit into there, and that's going to help to hold it in place. I like how it's deep enough for the light bulb to go all the way down. That way you don't have to take off the shade to be able to actually change the light bulb and then put it back on. Instead you put the shade on first and then you put your light bulb in. Let's see, we're just going to drop all these on over to that side. Let's go ahead and go through each of the pieces that you're going to have right here. Alright, so this right here is going to be your mount that's going to go on the ceiling. As you can see, you have your two bolts right there. They're nice and decorative on the end. This right here is where your chandelier is going to hang from. And then you also have your wires on the bottom right there as well for your grounding. And that's where everything's going to be connected up to. You have this little sheath right here. I'm assuming that's to get the wires in the next piece right there in with that. So we're going to just leave that just like that. I believe that they had this bent like this so that it doesn't slide out like that. And it just gives you a little bit of way to shape it whenever it's on the ceiling hanging. This right here is going to be your other mounting hardware. So you have your wire coming down through here. Just a simple black and white wire, positive, neutral. Very easy to be able to get installed. You're just going to simply use some wire nuts to be able to get that connected on up. Let's see, you got a solid 6-footer right there. So that's awesome. That'll be perfect for whenever it's hanging. Let's see, then you have, I'll go ahead and unwrap one of these just so we can take a quick look at them. I like how this is wrapped in the rattan right here, just to kind of go along with the rest of the chandelier. Of course, you have your wires right there. And then this right here is going to be where you're going to put your bulb, and your lampshade is just going to sit on it just like that. So it's going to look very, very nice once you get the full thing up and completed. So you got 6 of these that you're going to need to get wired up. And then, of course, you have this guy right here, which is going to be to let the chandelier hang low. And they give you a bunch of different rods right here, so you can choose how far down you need it to go. It's just a simple metal rod all the way through and through. It's got the threads on that side, so you can kind of like daisy chain them together to get down as far as you want. That's your adapter to go from female to female right there, and that's going to go right on into there. I think it'd be easier to just put this piece on the end of this one right here. Then now we're going to put this wire, and we're just going to take this and pop it right on through here. That way you have your wire to get the electricity. Oop, we're getting stuck right there. So I wanted to point this out. There is a little like a hole right here on the edge where the bend is. And so the wires are kind of poking out through there, and you got to get them to go all the way through. That's probably why they give you that extra sheath. That little white piece. There we go. We got it. We got it on through there. We're going to put it through our bracket here because that's what's going to hold it on up into the ceiling. Just like that. Now we can screw this in. Perfect. Make sure this doesn't come undone. Just want to make sure you get it nice and tight, just like that. All right, and that is going to be like the main center pole coming down from the middle of the chandelier right there. And then the next step is to get your arms built out from there. So what we're going to do, let's put that one aside, is grab, where's that one? I opened one up, didn't I? Yeah, right. Whoa, that one has a pole still in it. We have this one right here. And so what you're going to do is take off this little nut right here. And once you have that off, you can slide this on into the holes right here to where this is just simply pointing the right way. Make sure you got your locking nut on there. And then now you want to take that same nut again, run it through your wires. And once you have it through there, you're going to use that nut to be able to hold this arm onto this metal piece right here. Oh, I think I got it. Hey. There we go. So, probably want to get your wrench to make that nice and tight right there. And then once you have all your arms coming through here, you're just going to match up your black with your black. And these, I really like these things right here because it makes connecting wires so simple. You literally just push it in. Or no, on these, I think you have to lift up on it. Yeah. Watch. You lift up on, there's this little orange tab on the top. Lift up on that, put your wire in, and then it's going to clamp down on it. That way you don't have to deal with like screwing wire nuts and all that type of stuff. Oh. So these little things, I just wasn't opening it up all the way. Whenever you pull it all the way up, it holds up. And then you simply take your wire and you pop it right on in. Put it in as far as it can go. Nice and far. And then you lock it down and then you're good to go right there. So now let's do the other wire right here. I'm just going to simply open it up all the way. Man, that's a lot simpler. Grab your wire, pop it right on into there. Whoop. Just like that. And then close down on it. It's going to snap down just like that. So super simple to do. once you figure out that you got to open it up all the way. I wish that they would mention that in the directions. So now that we have that, we got all that set up right there. Let's see, let's go ahead and I want to get a lampshade on this thing so we can really get a good look at it. First, let me see if I can use this wrench right here to make this nice and tight. You also want to make sure that your lamp shade is going to be in the right direction whenever you're tightening it. There we go. Nice and tight. Make sure it's nice and parallel with that. Looks good. Okay. Just to look at this, I want to see how easy it is to get the cap back onto this, because you got to remember that you're going to have a lot more wiring coming through this little housing right here, and so you're going to want to be able to put this thing back on. It went on with ease like that, which is great. You know what, let's get a little that guy on there. Okay, so one question that I had whenever I was looking at this is, what kind of light bulb does it take? So, taking a look at this little guy comes off right here, and that's to hold the lampshade on. But it's one of those, like a, what do you call those? Skinny type? Those little skinny ballast? I don't know the name of it. I grabbed one because we had this one right here. This says on the box A15, so I think that's the size of the end of it right there. So, lampshade, your little nougat right here to be able to hold the lampshade in place so it doesn't wibble wobble. And then like I mentioned earlier, just simply take your light bulb right on into there. Just like that. Super easy. All right, I'm curious now. Let's see what this looks like. So I got a little wire down here. We're just gonna wire this thing on up, and we can use these wire nuts right here to be able to get your wires all nice and connected, just like that. All right, now that we have that there, check it out. Look at that. That looks nice. Here, look, I'll turn off the light so y'all can see it a little bit better. Man, that shines really nice. It creates a nice glow coming down from where the light, the shade of the light bulb is. And you got this nice scalloped rim right here. I think it just adds a little bit of extra texture and design to it. But this is perfect for like at night whenever you kind of want to wind down. If you're doing it in the living room, you know, you can have these nice rattan lampshades on there to kind of mute the light a little bit. It won't be as harsh as like a daylight type. Or in the dining room, if you know you're having like a nice meal, you can turn on this nice chandelier right here and get these lamps with that nice kind of soft white glow coming from it. So if y'all are looking for an excellent chandelier, we need to finish getting this thing put together with all the rods on there, but I wanted to show y'all what it looked like lit up. Y'all definitely need to go and grab y'all one of these right here. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know if this was helpful. If it was, there's that button right there. Definitely appreciate you guys letting me know if this was helpful. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all go add this to your cart if this is something that you're looking for. And Dad out.